North Carolina is cleaning up from the worst flooding ever on record for the state. More than 100 people are dead from Helene, a number that's still expected to rise. Hundreds more are missing, and roughly 2.1 million customers are without power across the region. New drone video shows just how bad the situation is in Asheville. The city's now isolated after roads leading there flooded and cell towers were knocked down. One emergency official calls it biblical devastation. Tamara Scott of our ABC station in Raleigh is near Asheville right now. Tamara, what kind of damage are you seeing?
Hey, good morning. Well, we are in Swannanoa right now. It's a small town just east of Asheville. The sign says, "Welcome to Swannanoa," with churches and businesses all across this road, but that no longer exists for this town. Take a look here just to my right. This is just part of the devastation that we are seeing in this area. These floodwaters came in and took out almost this entire town and left just so much destruction here. There's a car down in that valley there. You see this tree branch coming into what was once a bridge here and an entire shipping container. And if you walk just a little further over this way, you'll see where the shipping container. I was here on Friday morning when the waters were rushing in. I saw this shipping container several hundred feet back that way. It ended up right here and left many sinkholes in the area, as you can see here. And just to show you just how heavy the water was, just how powerful it was, it took out this street, it took out these lights here, these power poles that has left these people in this area without power for days. And there are so many people here who need water, they need food, the power and gas. There are all so many stranded in this area hoping for some relief. Now, I have spoken with some people here, great Samaritans and good citizens who are working to get resources into this area, but that is a struggle because the main highways are blocked. There's only one way in and out of Asheville. And again, this is just about 5 miles east of Asheville, and everything east of here is blocked. I-40 right there is blocked, so you can't go east, you can't go north, you can't go west. There's one way in and out, and that is south. And, you know, rescue crews, law enforcement, they're urging people to just kind of stay put where they are as they work and manage to get the supplies in that people need, the food, the water, the baby formula that these families desperately need right now. And then once they can get that, the main question is, what is next? I mean, I've talked with the Swannanoa fire chief here, and he's been here for 40 years. He has never seen anything like this before. There are still so many people who are unaccounted for. Right now, they are leaning on their faith and the hope that this community can come together and lean on each other. Back to you guys.
All right, Tamara Scott, thank you. And let's bring in Mayor Esther Manheimer of Asheville, North Carolina. Mayor, I know it's a busy time, so thanks for coming on. What kind of damage are you seeing in your community, and how are the people of Asheville doing right now?
Thank you for having us on. The images that you were just showing is what our community looks like. Those rivers run right through the center of our city, and we have absolute, unprecedented, historic devastation to our community. These images don't even do it justice. To see it in person it's overwhelming. As a community, we are a strong community. We have neighbors helping neighbors. We have people checking on elderly neighbors, making sure they have water just to flush their toilets, making sure they have drinking water and food. All the people in our community have come together and are helping clear roads and get people out. You can see from images that we have roads washed out. We have people who are isolated. And on top of that, we have a lack of communication services. So a lot of people's cell phones don't work yet, or even if they had a working cell phone, they don't have power to get it working. We need water, drinking water, and get our water system up and running. So we're a strong community. We are being put to the test, and we're going to make it through this. But this emergency and this crisis is far from over, and we need all the help we can get. But 20 years ago, we did have back-to-back hurricanes that wiped out our water system and did this kind of damage. So it's not completely unprecedented, but I went to college and lived in Eastern North Carolina, and you're right, that's where we typically see where people are used to dealing with hurricanes on a more regular basis than we are in our community. So this is, and I'll tell you, hurricanes can cause a lot of wind damage and they can cause a lot of flooding, and we got them both. We have downed trees all over our community, as well as devastating flooding you're looking at right now.
Mayor, what surprised you most about all of this so far, and what do you think your community needs most right now?
You know, I think this hurricane developed so quickly and moved very quickly. We heard, of course, that it was going to be a Category 4 when it hit the coast, but I don't think folks knew or expected that the devastation here would be on this level. We saw that there were rain forecasts that were going to be very, very high, but they were even higher. I know I've heard from people here, they've measured 19 inches of rain in places here within the 24-hour period. I mean, it's just shocking, just absolutely shocking. And, you know, we have done a lot of planning. We are ready and prepared for catastrophic emergencies, but this is a level 10 if there ever was one. So it's absolutely unbelievable. And let me just take 2 seconds to say thank you so much to our first responders. They have been working around the clock. We have fire and police, we have utility line workers, and we have folks that are coming in from all around the nation to help us. They're sending communications and people to come here and help us, and that is desperately needed. Our governor is coming in today to survey this situation and bring resources. And I got no cell service at my house, so I missed President Biden's call last night. He is bringing in FEMA. They are here on the ground. He is bringing in emergency communication resources for us. So it's just an absolutely incredible, overwhelming effort to help us. But as you probably heard, we have 3 of our 4 major highways into Asheville that are out of commission. So getting to us, getting help to us is difficult.
Yeah, the challenges are high, but it is the one bright spot in situations like this is how we tend to come together in times of tragedy. Mayor Manheimer, we appreciate you taking the time. Good luck to you and your community.